guys, it's Sarah with Something's Pretty Special, and today I wanted to share with you a project that I made. It's this little acetate pouch that I was inspired to make by Rachel over at RoxyCreations here on YouTube. I believe that is how her YouTube channel and name are spelled, so definitely go check her out. I think this was in her Alphabet a Day project. I think this was in her A for Acetate video is where I got the inspiration. What it is just a little pouch that's open on the top, and it's made out of sheet protectors. Now, she had some more of a heavy duty type sheet protector, it looked like, than what I have. I just went through my office supplies and I had these really cheap Staples brands sheet protectors, and they feel really thin, but I was pleasantly surprised when I stitched them and ran them through my machine. It did okay. It wasn't the easiest thing I've sewn, but it definitely wasn't the most difficult, so I am super excited with how this turned out. So this pocket, it started out being much larger, but I had some issues and problems when I was trying to figure out the sewing part, so it wound up being cut down and down and down because I didn't want to waste the whole sheet. So I think this wound up being, it looks like it's about 7 1/4 wide by maybe just a skosh, like 4 3/4 tall. I think I was aiming for 5 by 7, but cutting clear, sewing on clear, it's a little tricky. So, but I think this was a good size. And so I just cut out cut open the sheet protector. Mine had this weird perforation along the bottom, and then obviously I cut out this whole side part here. So it laid open, and then I just trimmed one sheet down and cut it down to size, and then I stitched all the way around. Now, my machine did not like me turning my corner, so I had to stitch all the way through, stop, stitch all the way through, stop, and then stitch all the way through. But it turned out okay. The one thing I did do when I left, I made sure I cut my tails long when I cut it off of the sewing machine. I don't know if you can see this. Then I took my tails and I tied a little knot. So instead of them being two, when they come out, they're two individual thread. One's the top, one's the bobbin. And then I knotted them together in hopes that it would prevent any of this from coming unraveled. And I did that at all 4 corners. And then from there, if you want to trim these down, you can. I chose to leave mine a little bit longer. So I did stitch them. And if you, I think on this corner, I did not leave my tails very long. Obviously, like as long as I did this one. I do have a pair, for those of you that are in the medical field or have ever known anyone to get stitches, I do have a pair of surgical suture clamps. And so the way these work, they look like a scissor, except they're flat on the inside. So it's not sharp, it's just flat. And this right here is a clamp. So it's serrated on both sides and they lock together. So see, they're locked together. You can't open them. And so they work like scissors. You just open it. Here, I'll show you. I can show you with a piece of candy. So you can put your string or your stitch or whatever in here, and you see it doesn't cut, it clamps, and then when this locks together, it's clamped in there. It's not going to come out until you unhook this. So these have proven to be invaluable in tying tiny little knots when I can't get my fingers through, or I forgot to leave my tails long enough, or it's just those fiddly little bits that I just can't get my fingernails, I just can't get a hold of. I use these. So the next time you or anyone you know gets stitches removed, ask if you can bring these home. Usually they're using a disposable suture removal kit, and don't mind if you take this home. It's not, sometimes they don't even use it. And it just goes in the landfill anyway. So if you can get your hands on these at the doctor's office, they're super valuable to have. Okay, sorry about that. Sidebar. So that's how I tied off on my edges, and then I just made a little embellishment cluster here on the top. And I did initially try and glue this down to the acetate using my art glitter glue. And at first I thought it held up fine and it seemed to be stuck. But the more I kind of handled it, it started peeling. The more the paper flexed, it just popped right off. Now, I don't know. I live in Washington State. I have a super wet, damp, cold climate. So it takes glue in the winter a really long time to dry. And a lot of the time I have to use my heat tool anyways to get stuff to dry. So I don't know if climate played a part in it. I don't know if this would have worked better in summer. I'm just not sure. So what I actually wound up using is I just had a roll of the double-sided, I think it's mixed media tape from Prima by Frank Garcia. I just used that and stuck that down. I'm sure that score tape would work well too. I don't know that I would trust my ATG. I feel like I would want something stronger, but you could also try your ATG as well. So I just made a cute little cluster, the purple paper, a piece of lace. I did stitch the lace to the canvas tag before I glued it all down, and then I just layered some embellishments on top. I do wish, in hindsight, that I had sewn this base purple piece to the top piece of plastic before I stitched the pouch together, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. So next time I make one of these, I will definitely sew at least my base of the embellishment cluster, if I know what it's going to be, to the pouch, because I definitely think that would be, it would look a little bit nicer, and I think it would go with the stitching, but I think it would also just be a little bit more secure. I'm not sure how this tape is going to hold up, but so far I feel like we're doing pretty good. Now, all of these embellishments, minus the lace, this just was a scrap out of my stash. Everything else for this, I had one of these old artsy like ephemera kits. I bought a bunch of these at Tuesday Morning, Michael's, Joann's, kind of whenever I could find them on clearance, because I liked a lot of the small pieces, but then I never used them. So this one, I was cleaning off my sewing desk, and for some reason it was stashed over there. So I just said, that's it. I want to fiddle around and make some of these pouches. And so this is where I got all the ephemera, the button, the cork piece, everything. It came out of this. So if you have these are super great for embellishing, because all the pieces are just perfect for this. And then I just filled it with the rest of the ephemera that I did not use. And you can see I've got a couple extra buttons up there. So this is my pouch. I absolutely love it. I think these would be great gifts, like if you're doing Happy Mail, although you might want a little bit of a closure, or just do like a really pretty like bag topper closure. I think these are really cute. I also think they would be cute like if you were just keeping a drawer for yourself, like, or a basket of ephemera. You could have a bunch of these lined up and stacked up in there. So I'm super excited to make a few more of these, and I will definitely share when I do. Thanks you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And again, a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers. I can't wait to share some more art videos with you. Have a great day. Bye.